let us begin with medieval India, right? Medieval Indian history, right? From this area you can get at least 4 to 5 questions in your pre-examination, okay? Along with ancient India, it is nearly 10 questions only for the PT, okay? But whatever we study about the culture of medieval India, it becomes relevant for men's also, okay? So in this session, my focus would be to make you capable both for the PT and men's, correct? Along with class, you should also take help from a book written by Satish Chandra, old NCERT, okay? Satish Chandra, he has written a book on medieval India, class 11th. This is old NCERT. Okay, so you have to purchase this book, right? Now, once you say medieval India, it means a history of 2 different dynasties. One was Delhi Sultanate, from 1206 to 1526, the first phase, and the second phase came to emerge in 1526 up to 1858, the end of Mughal Empire in India, okay? This is Mughal dynasty. Mughal dynasty means the medieval India is all about the history of 2 dynasties, one led by the Sultans of Delhi and second led by the Mughal emperors, okay? So first of all, we have to see the background of Delhi Sultanate. Listen first and then write. Delhi Sultanate in the beginning of 13th century, you can see here, beginning of 13th century. It was not all of a sudden. The foundation of Delhi Sultanate was not accidental. It was not all of a sudden. Rather, it was a logical culmination of 2 expeditions made by the 2 Turkish invaders in India. One was Mahmud Ghazni and second was Muhammad Ghori. So, this Delhi Sultanate was a logical culmination of 2 military expeditions undertaken by 2 Turkish invaders, Ghazni and Ghori, and then result was the foundation of Delhi Sultanate. Is it correct? Means, first of all, we have to focus on those backgrounds which became instrumental to create Delhi Sultanate in 13th century. Listen first and then write. This man was Mahmud Ghazni. Okay, from Afghanistan. He belongs to Yamani dynasty. He belongs to Yamani dynasty. He was Turkish. Okay. And he was the first Muslim ruler who took the title of Sultan. And since then, it became a fashion of all the rulers of Delhi Sultanate to have this title, Sultans of Delhi Sultanate. He was the first man to take this title of Sultan. And since then, it became historical tradition of all Sultans of Delhi to have this title. Okay. His mission was three. Three missions he had to make expedition towards India. Three goals. Number one, gold. Gold. To get gold. The fabulous wealth of India. The fabulous wealth of India. To achieve the fabulous wealth of India by making such military expedition. First goal was to get gold. Gold. Okay. Second, God. Means Islam. Expansion of Islam towards India. To make Kafirs of Hindustan to accept Islam. Okay. Gold and then God. And number three, glory. Glory. Become famous among the Muslims to expand the boundary of Islam towards Kafirs, I mean Hindustan. Number one, to get gold. Number two, God, Islam. Number three, glorious chapter in the history of Muslims. First man to expand the domain of Islam towards a region which was outside the ambit of Islam. Outside the ambit of Islam. Hindustan was never an area of Islam. Okay? Only three goals he had in his mind when he made his military expedition towards India. But despite a glorious military journey in Hindustan, he never entertained to create empire in India. No empire in India. Despite having such a glorious military success against the Hindu rulers of India. Because he was interested to create such empire in Central Asia rather than in India. Central Asia. Empire would be built by him in Central Asia rather than in India. Because Central Asia seems to be close to his culture, language, tradition, culture. And that's why his goal was to loot India and create empire towards Central Asia. Only loot India, plunder India, so that this wealth could support him towards Central Asia. Is it correct? Correct? It is said by historian that this man undertook 17 military expeditions in India. 17 military expedition towards India. But famous among them was number one. 1014 towards Thaneswar, Haryana region, Thaneswar. 1018 and 19 towards what? Bundelkhand. And before Bundelkhand, in 1016 and 17 towards Kannauj and Mathura. Listen me attentively. Thaneswar 1014, in 1016-17 towards Kannauj, Mathura, and then 1819 Bundelkhand, and then famous was in 1025 towards Somnath in Gujarat. Ruled by a Hindu ruler, Bhim first. The man was Bhim first. He was a Chalukya Rajput ruler. But he was unable to check the tempest of expedition made by Ghazni. And he was shattered. And then he came back to Ghazni once again. Once again he came to India in 1027 to punish Jat. Only to punish. And this became the last historic journey of Ghazni towards Hindustan. towards Hindustan. Since the man was not having desire to create empire in India, and that's why he never made any such effort to create empire in India. He remained satisfied by looting India. Despite his intention, he maintained some possession in Punjab and Multan region as a way, as a launching pad to attack India whenever he desired. Only Multan and Punjab remained a part of his empire. Rather, except this, he never made any intention, any effort to create empire in India. I said you earlier, his main goal was to loot India and just to have support towards his vision of extension of his empire towards Central Asia. But this man exposed the military weaknesses of Hindustan. This man exposed how India was weak to check such penetration of a Muslim ruler towards India. Because none of them in those times were in a position to check this frequent penetration made by Muhammad Ghazni towards Hindustan. And as a result, after 175 years, second expedition took place led by Ghori, which ultimately culminated in the foundation of Delhi Sultanate. ये इतिहास है, right? Okay. Next point. This is 1175. This is 1191, 1192, 1194, and then the foundation of Delhi Sultanate. The man was Muhammad Ghori. Also known as Muhammad bin Sam. This man is also known as Muhammad bin Sam, also known as Muhammad Ghori. Okay. He belongs to Sans Bani dynasty. He belongs to Sans Bani dynasty. Sans Bani dynasty of Ghor region. In Afghanistan. Ghazni belongs to Yamani dynasty and he belongs to Sans Bani dynasty, and both of them were Turkish. Okay. This man, unlike Ghazni, was having four ambition. Number one, to loot India. Number two, to create a space for Islam, God, in Hindustan, as did British in 18th century and 19th century for Christianity. And third was to have glory, and fourth, the foundation of Delhi Sultanate. Okay? This man, listen attentively, this man first of all started historic journey against a Muslim in Multan, and he was shattered. And then he started second journey towards a Chalukya ruler in 1178, Gujarat. Second journey of Ghori towards Gujarat, ruled by Bhim II. Ruled by Bhim II. But he got debacle in the hand of Mulraj II, unlike Mahmud Ghazni. It was the first debacle, it was the first defeat of Ghori in the hand of a Rajput Hindu ruler in Gujarat. And then Gauri decided to change the way of expedition, and he decided to take the same way taken by Ghazni, and that was Khyber Pass. That was Khyber Pass. That was Khyber Pass. Means the northwest part of India. Because this invasion was led by Gauri from Gomal Pass. From Gomal Pass. Is it clear? Gomal Pass. And so, when he got defeat, he decided to take another expedition by Khyber Pass. That was once taken by Ghazni. Correct? Then after, in 1191, he got second defeat in the hand of Chauhan ruler in Rajasthan, Prithviraj Chauhan. And this became the second defeat of Gauri in the hand of a Rajput ruler. But he was not frustrated, not desperate. He was destined to create something new in Hindustan. He was destined to create something new in Hindustan. Then he came back once again and defeated Chauhan. And then the history of India started changing, as history of India once again changed in 1526, 1527 against Ibrahim Lodi and Rana Sanga. Rana Sanga. The same condition was repeated. Khanwa decided the fate of Rajput for Babur, and Tarain decided the fate of Rajput in the hand of Gauri. In the hand of Gauri. Because Chauhan was the most reputed military commander in northern India. And his debacle was equal to debacle of all Hindu rulers in northern India. In northern India. Because there was no one who could shake this ambitious race of Gauri in 12th century, except Chauhan, and who was shattered, who was eliminated in the way of Gauri. Correct? Khanwa and Tarain both are the same. Both are the same. Khanwa between Babur and Rana Sanga. Tarain between Chauhan and Gauri. Result was the same. Creation of Delhi Sultanate and creation of Mughal Empire. Both are the same. Okay, right? Then, in 1194, he once again came to India and defeated Jayachand in the war of Chandawar. In the war of Chandawar. And then after, rest work of Gauri was accomplished by a military genius, Aibak, who laid the foundation of Delhi Sultanate in 1206. Right? Rest of work was accomplished by Aibak, inborn genius, slave of Gauri, to create empire in Hindustan for his master Gauri. But unfortunately, Gauri failed to become the founder of Delhi Sultanate. That credit was taken by his able, capable, genius military commander Aibak. And since then, the history of Delhi is known as the history of Delhi Sultanate. Correct? Okay? So, we can say that the foundation of Delhi Sultanate was not accidental, rather it was a logical culmination of all those events that were started by Ghazni and then Gauri. Is it correct? I should go ahead? Okay? अवश्य लिखेंगे क्या इसको? हाँ? लिख लीजिए. Right. Write the heading, the foundation of Delhi Sultanate. The foundation of Delhi Sultanate the foundation of Delhi Sultanate. Then write the background. Then write the background of Delhi Sultanate. The background. The background of Delhi Sultanate. Then write the military expedition of the military expedition of Mahmud Ghazni, also called Ghaznavi. Ghazni or Ghaznavi, both are same. Ghaznavi, both are same. Okay? Mahmud Ghazni or Ghaznavi, both are same. Now keep on writing one by one. He belongs to Yamini dynasty. Yamini dynasty. See on the board and then write Yamini dynasty. He belongs to Yamini dynasty, established by Alaptagin. Established by Alaptagin. Alaptagin. Alaptgin. Alaptagin. Then after Subuktagin. Alaptagin. Then after Subuktagin, he succeeded Subuktagin. Okay? Next. In 998 AD, Mahmud Ghazni became a Sultan of Ghazni. Mahmud Ghazni became a Sultan of Ghazni. Mahmud Ghazni became a Sultan of Ghazni in 998 AD. Okay? Next point. Next. The main goal of Ghazni. The main goal of Ghazni. The objective of Ghazni. Okay? The objective of Ghazni. Make a triangle like this. That was 3G. 3G. Gold, glory and God. Gold, glory and God. His mission was to get gold, glory and God. Okay? Okay. Next. The main military expeditions of Ghazni. Right. First. Number 1. 1001. First expedition. 1001. Against Jayapala. Against Jayapala. In northwest frontier regions of India. First expedition was against Jayapala in northwest frontier regions of India. Okay. Number 2. 1014. In Thaneshwar. Next. 1016 and 17. In Kannauj plus Mathura. Kannauj plus Mathura. Kannauj plus Mathura. Number 4. 1018 and 19. Bundelkhand. 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 Number 5. 1025. Somnath. 1025. Somnath. Ruled by a Hindu Rajput ruler. Ruled by a Hindu Rajput ruler. Bhim first. See? Bhim first. Ruled by a Hindu Rajput ruler. Bhim first. Bhim first. Bhim first. Okay. Next. And last point. Cultural achievement of Ghajini. Ghajini. Right. First. Mahmud Ghajini gave patronage to many scholars, gave shelter to many scholars in his court, like Al-Biruni, who wrote a book, Kitabul Hind, who wrote a book, Kitabul Hind, in Arabian language. Al-Biruni, who wrote a book, Kitabul Hind, in Arabian language. That is supposed to be a splendid creation. That is supposed to be an excellent creation. Which captures India of 11th century. Which captures the India of 11th century. Okay. Next. Utbi, right. Next scholar, Utbi. He was a historian. Utbi was a historian in the court of Mahmud Ghazali. Utbi was a historian in the court of Mahmud Ghazali. And last point, Firdausi wrote a book, Shahnama. Firdausi wrote a book, Shahnama. Who also belongs to the court of Firdausi wrote a book, Shahnama, belongs to the court of Mahmud Ghazali. Okay. So this is all about the achievement of Mahmud Ghazali. And always remember two names. First, Al-Biruni, the most excellent creation, Kitabul Hind. And second is Shahnama, written by Firdausi. Both belongs to the court of Mahmud Ghazni. Okay. Next. Muhammad Ghori. Muhammad Ghori. Right. Muhammad Ghori, also known as Muhammad bin Sam, also known as Muhammad bin Sam, also known as Muhammad bin Sam, S-A-M, Muhammad bin Sam. Okay, write down. He belongs to Sans Bani dynasty. He belongs to Sans Bani dynasty. He belongs to Sans Bani dynasty. Sans Bani dynasty of Ghor region, who belongs to Sans Bani dynasty of Ghor region, which was once a part of Ghazni dynasty. Ghor was a part of Ghazni dynasty. Is it clear? My dear, once it was a part of Ghazni dynasty. Means this region was under the subjection of Mahmud Ghazni. When Ghazni was no more, then this Sans Bani dynasty came to emerge in Ghor region. Okay? Right. His objective. Right. Right now. To create a Turkish dynasty in India. To create a Turkish dynasty in India. Next, military expedition of Ghori. Military expeditions of Ghori. Right. 1175 against Multan, ruled by a local Shia ruler. My dear, he was shattered. He was defeated. Okay. Next. 1178 against Gujarat, ruled by Mulraj II. A Hindu Rajput, in bracket Chalukya ruler. A Hindu Rajput, in bracket Chalukya ruler, Mulraj II. And Ghori got defeat. Ghori got defeat in the hand of Mulraj II. Is it clear? Ghori got defeat in the hand of Mulraj II. The first defeat of Ghori. Next. In 1191,